the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Valrayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball. She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall
Thank you
embrace
for
the
all
light.
that you are.
I shall
You
weather the
return.
storm. I shall endure. What you have created, no one can tear asunder.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
I will, motherfuckers.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force.
No wonder everyone is so nervous around us. Who chose that name?
Divine Justinia herself. I understand that this was not a popular decision. In any case, once the chant of light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
This is a dark chapter of history for the Divine to revisit.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was Divine Justinia's message. That when Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
I don't believe I've had the chance to speak
I trust the Chantry at Ostwood. But in truth, I believed there would... Even then, she never... It is enough.
If you're not using them later, Zegrit is willing to pay.
I don't feel comfortable letting parts from demons be available for sale.
Alright, now I can pick any lock.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes. At your service.
Dude, I got bees, motherfucker! Sorry.
Let's see what we have.
All right.
Word for you.
There must be something here.
I think the Inquisition could benefit from this.
Alright.
We've been searching the region for resources. Commander's orders. No small task given recent troubles, but I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Templars and mages are dealt with. Let's just go get our horses. And finish off the Hinterlands so we can go get our new digs. I'm pretty sure I did all this already. Holy shit. Hell yeah, baby, that's how you do this. wow. Oh, man. Let's go hit up this cave real quick.
Interesting.
Dude,
It may prove useful.
it's time for me to get smart. I don't think I've partaked in a little action in a little while. Dude, that episode is the bomb.
Weapon enchantment. Alright. Nice going with the weird magic fire.
Dude, Bull and Dorian are the best in this game. I'm sorry, it's my favorite. I hope Dorian has a major role in the next one. I have to assume he does, but man, I hope so. Hey guys, how you doing?
One down!
This must be Master Dennett.
Ha ha, I can bust your locks.
You know, Viv, you're not bad with that staff.
You will address me as Enchanter Vivienne, court mage to the Empire of Orlais, or Madame de Fer.
Yeah,
Not
Viv.
Viv.
Oh, right, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
You're still Viv,
Yes,
babe.
ma'am works as well.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back. It's high time someone did. Didn't expect it to be some free marcher's noble, though. Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? No, I've got no bad blood with free marchers. Maker, I had kin flee to Kirkle when the last blight tore this land apart. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden Forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Alright, dude, you just gave me a horse. Now I'm gonna raid your house. How about that?
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Good day to you, sir.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do.
Dude,
There
he
are
just
too many
told
hills in
you.
these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
Keep wanting to call this horse Roach. Let's go deal with some wolves, baby.
Oh.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
Watch this, honeypot.
Demon!
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
Yes, normal wolves will take a sheep here and there, but they won't attack the farm.
Still no Crystal Grace in here except for up there. Alright. Oh, there's no Crystal Grace over here. What the hell is going on over this place?
Anyone who'd come after these refugees needs a good killing.
That's what I'm saying, bull. You the man, brother. You the man. Aha! Great balls of fire! How you doing, son?
Dispatch for you.
Alright.
something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined to travel your lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
I don't understand. Even the Templars. What's going to happen?
With passioned breath does the darkness creep.
Thank you for all that you are doing.
I'll tell the apothecary what you need right
Yes.
away.
Good.
Has Cassandra spoken to you about my new recruits?
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're ours. Let's see what we have.
A bog unicorn, alright.
At your service.
Alright, we got the watchtowers being built. I don't know, man. Templars or mages?
Let's see what we have.
Alright, let's go get this fortress and then we'll deal with those. On my way up to get this last astrarium here in the Hinterlands. Oh, I didn't talk to Cassandra yet. That's right, 'cause I'm at Skyhold.
Word for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Let's go. Let's use this group and go get some. All right. Yeah, let's all fight. Oh, I got stunned. I got stunned. Right. Nice little fight. I'll wait till I get my traps and little elemental bombs. Oh, that's it, man. It's over once I get those. Let's go see about this rift that's over here. Oh yeah. yeah, nice little fight. And then everything goes quiet.
It seems the Ferelden army has chosen to stay clear. For now.
Yeah, what's up with King Alistair just sitting back on his ass?
Camp for our supposed bandits lies up ahead, I believe.
I walked into that. Right, let's go take back this fortress. Take the back way in and sneak around and just murder everybody from behind. Alright, alright, alright. The Grand Forest Villa will be my villa. Here in about 5 minutes. Of course, I had to get rid of a demon first. Can't have a demon in my villa. Oh, did I get another hat of Inquisitor? Uh-oh. No, I didn't. Excuse me. Dude, I can't wait to get my traps and bombs, because traps I can make people do backflips and shit. All right, buddy. I did miss something. Shit. Oh well. Look at this mosaic piece. Did I forget to kick the guy's ass up there or what? I guess so. No! Damn it, I gotta unload my inventory. Shizzle, sizzle, snit.
Solas, have you always lived alone? Out in the wilderness as an apostate?
For the most part.
Would that not be incredibly trying?
People could be trying. Mankind most of all.
That is an excellent point.
Take that, son bitch! Go grab these shards real quick. they jit me. You see that shit? He didn't let me do my backflip. This rift might be tough over here. Especially have a full inventory. It's on Nightmare with most of the trials on. Yeah, it's hard to play this game on easy and all that. It's just ridiculously easy. But no, I'm playing on Nightmare with most of the trials on. And I don't have friendly fire on. I left that off this time. Alright, that's it for that. What mode do you usually play on?
Batch for you.
Nice.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Good find.
Yeah, making Blackwall a two-hander this time. When I first played Nightmare, when it was released, it was hard at first, but it was definitely rewarding after beating it. But there are so many ways to beat this game. Like, I mean, as far as thinking, I mean, yeah, you can use all the best quality resources and build all the best quality weapons and armor and walk through the game no problem. But if you actually take the time to think about some of the stuff, how you build it, and some of the things how you use the buffs and the stacks, dude, you can damn near make yourself Superman in this game. Like I got my last warrior build, right? I was a two-handed reaver, and I basically had no cooldowns on any of my abilities. Basically, I was doing like 30 to 50,000 points of damage per hit. It was ridiculous. I forget what I was doing. What was I doing? I don't want to go to Valmar yet. to go back to Haven because those watchtowers have got to be finished by now.
Of course. I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
I know, right? What's your favorite class? What's your what is your most favorite class to play as? Mine's without a shadow of a doubt mage. I mean, I love being a mage. No, I remember what I'm doing. Raid this cave that I opened all the astrariums for. Probably junk. Oh, like I said, my without a shadow of a doubt, my favorite class is mage, and as far as Inquisition goes, my favorite character, it's a tie between Dorian and Bull. I can't pick one or the other, but those two are my favorite in Inquisition. Who's your favorite romanceable character in the entire Dragon Age saga? There's your question. I already know my answer without question.
Fine day to you.
I got you. Mine's Morgan. Without a shadow of a doubt, Morgan and Liliana. Liliana's a close second. I hate the fact that they dangle Liliana in this game and you can't romance her. I can't stand that. That sucks so bad. Don't get me wrong though. When I played DA2, I beeline right to Isabella every time.
Yes, sir.
Something like that. No man needs statues so great as those whose remnants lie toppled in these hills.
Now, do you prefer playing male or female characters? For myself, I always preferred playing female. This is one of the absolute rare times that I will ever play a male. I don't know why. I think it's more fun playing female. Let's see. Yeah. Morgan is referred in my eyes as Mrs. Hero of Ferelden.
You want to do more to help? Let's join the Inquisition. Do you mean it?
Alright, I got Velmar to do. I gotta go turn that shit in, and then I gotta go do the dragon area. Yeah, like I said, I very rarely play as a male. I always play as female. This particular playthrough, I don't know.
Hopefully the Inquisition can take care of these people.
I think I could take on Dragon. Dude, yeah, I've platinumed this game, dude. I've like beaten this game every which way there can be. I just love I'm just a Dragon Age, like, junkie from a whole. I mean, I love all the games, I love the novels, the comics. I'm so looking forward to the next game. Yeah, but there's nothing more in any of the games that I can do.
She's taking flight!
I tell you right now, why don't you try taking on some of these dragons by yourself with none of your party with you. That's a nice little fight. The team don't want to stay put. Fuck it.
Like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
why the hell not? Let's go take this dragon on. Well, their banter between the two are awesome, and they're like, I mean, they're like one of the boys to me, you know what I mean? Like, they're awesome. I mean, how can you not like Bull? Those two and Sarah, that's the best banter in the game. Bull, Dorian, and Sarah in your party. That's by far the best banter. Alright, come on, Sauce. I need you to make these jumps, buddy. Come on, buddy. You can do it. No! Wrong button. Nice.
Someone had a run of bad luck.
Besides, Dorian, man. Dorian has got to have a huge role in the next game. Huge. I'm looking forward to it.
How many keys does this stupid temple have, anyway?
Well, I agree and disagree with that about Morgan's son. Now, for me personally, I always had the son. Since Morgan is my favorite gal in Dragon Age as a whole, my hero of Ferelden always got with Morgan, always had the son. But with if you did it that way, the events of what happens in this game, dude, they kind of take away from that kid being as powerful as he may have possibly been. Because if you remember, I mean, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it or anything like that. So you have to tell me if I'm gonna spoil it or not. I have to assume you've played this game, but I mean, come on. At the towards the end when Morgan and the Inquisitor goes looking for Morgan's son in the Fade to find him with what's her name, Flemeth. That's a big thing right there, man. That's a big event, because what does Flemeth take from the sun? Flemeth essentially takes the soul of the old god that the kid had inside him, which leads to the post-credit scene at the end of the credits of this game.
Look at that! That is magnificent!
But I agree, dude. For all intents and purposes, I call the kid my son. You didn't need to do that, though. I'll tell you why once I'm done fighting the dragon. Morgan doesn't need to drink from the well at all, period. And I'll tell you why. At least my theory why. Let's go finish this. That's dragon number 1 dead.
Is everyone all right?
Never better. See the way everything lit up when it tried to fry us. Now that is a fight.
That last burst of flame nearly roasted us.
Alright, back to what I was saying. I never let Morgan drink from the well because I don't believe she needs to. Because in my theory, she's destined to become Mythal to begin with. And, spoiler alert, basically, in the Fade, when you guys are looking for her son, if that's what you did in the storyline, right? What does she end up what does Flemeth end up taking from the kid? The soul of the old god that was already in him from the 5th Blight, right? So he doesn't have that power in him anymore to begin with. So, hence, does he become moot or what? I don't know. And then in the post-credit scene after the credits of this game, what does, right before Solus kills Mythal, what is Mythal doing? Or Flemeth, Mythal, whatever you want to know her by. What is she doing with the Illuvian? She's obviously pushing one of the 2 old god souls into it. Which one, we don't know. That's why my theory is Morgan is destined to find it, and I don't believe that Solus has control of every single Illuvian. I don't believe that by 1 second. I think Morgan has an extremely important role to play in the next 2 games, because originally, from what the creators of Dragon Age said, this was supposed to be a 5-part series. Whether that happens or not, we don't know, but I'm just saying, that's just my theory. Like, Morgan will become the new Mythal. That's just my she'll be willing to become that. Whether or not the sun plays a role in the future, I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to hope so.
I confess, Solus, I am surprised you decided to remain.
Why? The breach remains a threat to us all.
Just the same. I wondered if you might leave now that we have a plan to seal it.
Ah, because I am an apostate. I might flee before the Inquisition throws me in chains. I take my commitment seriously, Seeker. Come what may, I shall see this through.
See, I usually
As you wish.
make my
Though
hero
I
a
cannot
Ferelden
guarantee what
in
will
my
happen in the days
likeness.
to come.
So naturally I gravitate to Morgan anyway.
The dwarves were clearly up to something.
And that would be it for this one. Alright. So the Hinterlands is pretty much done. I have to do Velmar. And a few various side missions that happen later on, but that's all good. I know, right, dude? I always said, you know, Solus deserves a frickin' Oscar. I'm sorry. Sorry to say, he deserves it. Give that man Best Actor award. But which side are you on? Do you want to redeem Solus? Is Solus redeemable as a good, you know, is he a good guy, redeemable? Or are you gonna kill him? I'm straight killing the bastard, I'm not gonna lie. He's dead as Fred.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
Alright, well, what's that fucking doing, dude? I'm getting sidetracked. Alright, there's nothing left to do but to go back to Haven. Alright, let's get back on this main story topic. You know, I was thinking, I was playing Origins, and right before I started this playthrough on Inquisition, I played Dragon Age 2, and yes, I do like Dragon Age 2, where everybody doesn't. So yeah, everyone give me shit for it now, I don't care. But I like it. One thing I really, really want BioWare to bring back in the next two Dragon Age games is, both for mages, two abilities. One, to shapeshift. I want to be able to shapeshift like Morgan in the first game, and blood magic. I want to be able to do blood magic as an ability. Whether you use it for good or bad is irrelevant, but I want to use it, you know, that'd be badass to have those two abilities back. Let's see. I don't have my big badass battle nug, so I'm not going to use that. I guess I'll use the dragon reinforced horse.
Please send Visser our thanks for the refreshments.
Alright, the question of all questions. I mean, mages or Templars? Mages or Templars?
I will take these injury reports and research
If I side with the mages, I get to see my BFF from the first game, Alistar.
To deal with the venom. Toxin, not venom. It's only venom if it's deliberately injected into the bloodstream. This is simply an infection.
Majors or Templars coming up. Majors or Templars. Majors or Templars. Ah. Oh, that don't mean nothing. I just want to do it because damn, man, what do I want to do? Majors or Templars? I just do Majors or Templars. Majors or Templars.
Let's see what we have. Let us begin.
Mages or Templars? I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Templars this time. What the fuck?
To work?
Oh, you get cold no matter what, but here's the thing. If you go with the mages, you get to meet. Here's a spoiler alert for those that don't know. I'm sure everybody knows by now that's a Dragon Age junkie like me, but if you could side with the mages, you do get to meet Alistair's mommy. Yes. Grand Enchanter Fiona is, in fact, confirmed King Alistair's mom. Alistair doesn't know who his mom is, but that is who his mom is Grand Enchanter Fiona, for those that don't know. And for that very him. Okay, I'm gonna go with the mages because I'm a mage at heart anyway. Sorry, Templar fans. Suck it.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me?
He's so complimentary that we are certain.
Damn it, I want Liliana as a romance option. And they didn't give it to me.
One of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die.
Teasing me.
We'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep,
I
it would
agree
be
with
for
Liliana.
naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands
Unchecked
are
mages.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
Did I kill who? Her who?
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Where is the Earl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunnerin to petition the crown for help. I doubt he'll want
I never
assistance
kill
once the
Liliana,
Ferelden
ever.
army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into
I
the
love
castle.
Liliana.
An escape route for the
I just
family.
love Morgan more.
It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
I mean,
Too
damn,
risky.
listen to her voice.
Those
Man.
agents will
That's
be
a sexy
discovered well
voice.
before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Focus their attention on Trevelyan, while we take out the Tevinters. It's risky, but it could work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
Yeah.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Dude, when you could
Your
rock
spies
a
will never get
mustache
past
like
Alexius's
that,
magic without
you
my
are
help.
the man.
So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Alright, so we got... Definitely doing Bull. And let's see who else. Let's do Sarah. Well, shit. I want some good banter. But I didn't do anything to her armor, so fuck. Yeah, Bull's with me. Oh, hell no, let's just do Cass. No, screw that. What am I thinking? Captain Chesthair. You want Sarah? Sarah or Captain Chesthair? Yeah, let's do Sarah. Even though I didn't upgrade her armor at all. Oh well. Yeah, Varric has nicknames for everybody else, so I call it, my nickname for him is Captain Chesthair.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Master Trevelyan alone. The others must wait here.
Where I go, they go.
Look at Bull and his Legion of Doom fucking shoulder pads. That's badass.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Of course she trusts you, Alexius. I'm sure lots of people put their lives in your hands. You have one of those faces.
Yeah.
Yes, the Magisterium tells me that so often. Shall we begin our talks? The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Not a damn thing, bitch.
Nothing at all. I'm just going to take the mages and leave.
And how do you imagine you'll accomplish such a feat?
He knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
We made sure to disarm your trap before we came in. I hope you don't mind.
I've yet to see your cleverness, I'm afraid. You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
What do you know about the Divine's death?
It was the Elder One's moment, and you were unworthy even to stand in his presence.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down.
Yeah, Dorian said,
the Elder One
suck
has
it.
power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Blah blah, my cult is better than yours. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Well, you know, it's a chance for the Imperium to really one-up that whole starting the Blight thing.
He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No. It's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
I'm
Caesar
going
Venatori.
to die.
The Elder One demands this man's life.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
Yeah, you like that? That's awesome, isn't it? That's my girl Lilietta and her agents sneaking in and getting the job done, man.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Hold up, oh shit. Damn, Dorian got one-shotted. See that chick? Oh my gosh. Damn, Dorian got one-shotted.
Probably not what Alexius intended.
I gotta put his
Mist must
gear
have
on.
moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used
What
the
up,
amulet as a
Skippy?
focus.
Yeah, I love
It
Dorian
moved us
too,
through
man.
time.
That doesn't sound good.
It sounds terrible. Depending on when we are and what happened while we were away. Let's look around, see where the rift took us.
Yeah, Joel, when you play a Nightmare, the enemies block a lot. A lot.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope?
I have some thoughts on that. They're lovely thoughts. Like little
Especially
jewels.
when you start facing the Canary and the Trespasser DLC, man. They block everything. Dorian's got some pretty new outfit to rock. I'm trying to get to throwing blades for myself. Alright. Boy, this castle got messed up.
Made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This
Look at Dorian's pretty new clothes.
Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins. Andraste blessed me. Andraste blessed me.
Damn, everything got messed up. Oh, and I just... Dude, that was such a stone moment right there, man.
One less to challenge them.
Dude, that was awesome. I jumped right off. That was great. I play on PS4 mainly. I just bought an Xbox One X, but it just sits there. It's just sitting here. but primarily a PS4. Unfortunately, I'm poor. I'd like to be able to buy, you know, get a nice gaming PC, but you know, wishful thinking, right?
I saw you.
Oh shit, Fiona!
Into the rift.
Is that red lyrium growing from your body? How?
The longer you're near it,
What's your favorite platform?
you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
I'm here now. No matter what, I'll drive them all back to Tevinter.
Not to Winter. Alexius serves the
Nice.
Elder One. More
Fellow
powerful
fellow PlayStation player. Good, good,
no
good.
one challenges him. And
What's your favorite games?
That Magister's going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Liliana.
Uh-oh.
Find her.
Somebody be messing with my girl Liliana? Uh-oh.
Learns you're here.
Heads are gonna roll if somebody's messing with my girl Liliana. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
If red lyrium is an infection, Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Bottles of beer on the wall. 300 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around.
I haven't decided yet. I'm probably gonna... I don't know. Probably gonna do Cassandra. If not that, I'll get crazy and do Dorian. But I prefer Dorian and Bull get together because that's always awesome. But other than that, man, I
You're not dead.
really have
You're
no
supposed to be
preference.
dead. There was a burn on the ground and everything.
Alexius didn't kill us.
Josephine doesn't do it for me,
This is
and
our future.
Well, it's my present, and in my past, I definitely saw you both die.
if I was playing as a female character, it'd be different. It'd be Sarah all day.
Are you all right? You don't look so good.
Red lyrium. If I'm lucky, it'll kill me. If not, I'm hoping I die fighting.
Who's
You're
your favorite
dying.
romance in the
No,
game?
he's not. If we find Alexius, we go back and none of this will happen. Remember?
Alexius isn't the one you need to worry about. It's his Elder One. He killed the Empress of Orlais and used the confusion to launch an invasion of the South. The army was all demons. You ever fought a demon army? I don't recommend it.
Yeah, couple up. I agree. I love Dorian and Bull getting together as a romance. I love that. That's awesome. I think that's really cool thing to happen. But the only thing I really don't like about this is that they dangle the two women that you would probably as a male character romance the most in Liliana and Morgan, and neither one of them are romanceable, especially Liliana. But if I'm a female character, I usually romance Cullen, like you're saying, yeah, or Sarah, or Cullen if I'm a female character.
We'll make Alexius regret what he's done.
Let's move. No time like the present.
I was telling Joel earlier that this particular playthrough is like my first time playing as a male character in God knows how long. I usually play as a female character. See, Joe, I understand why you weren't able to romance Morgan in this game. I understand why they wouldn't let you. It's simply because of the story of the first game, and because of who she is and what she means to the future of Dragon Age as in the series. But the fact that you weren't allowed to romance Liliana is kind of like, what the fuck, man? You know, like, dude. You gotta give me some Liliana, man. I'm a sucker for that ginger hair. And that voice, man.
No, where widows? Remember, stupid. They can't take that. No, no, no. You can't be here. You're dead and they don't come back.
That I'm here to haunt you.
Right, I'm a spirit. I came back just to haunt you.
Why? I didn't do piss to you.
Oh, for the love of... No one's dead. Alexius used time magic.
Talk sense or shut it. I can't think about him.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I was saying earlier, I normally play as a female because I find playing as a female character a whole lot more fun than playing as a male character. And you're right. When I'm an elven, when I'm a female elven mage, I always, for some reason, gravitate towards Cullen and or Sarah. But I have to say, if you try being a Kunari female mage and romancing Bull, that's hilarious.
I didn't mean to frighten you. I promise, it's really me. I'm here to stop this.
You might not know. There were so many. The day you died, I ran out of arrows making them pay. Then it didn't matter anymore. You got demons, gods, and I've got a bow. I want them to hurt. If you're really here, I'll freaking die to spit in their faces.
What about you, Joel? Have you ever played as a Kunari? Because my next playthrough, I'm playing as a female Kunari mage. Did I take a wrong turn? I think I did. Did we get him?
Damn, I needed a good fight.
Can we find something else to hit? It'll make me feel better.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I love being a
Might be
female
stuff we can use
Canary
around
mage.
here.
The banter between that and Bull. No shit, or are you just messing with us? Oh, I forgot I have a sigil attached. The game's worth every penny. I have a sigil attached to it. It kills my healing bonus, but adds to my attack. Did you get the Game of the Year edition? With all its DLCs and all that with it? Because that's the only way to go. Which class are you going to be for your first time out? Come on, everybody in the chat, help him out. His first time playing Dragon Age. What class should he be? That's what I'm talking about. That's my favorite class as a mage.
Maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his, and will soon rule from his...
Makes me sick what they do to the priests.
Just one suggestion starting out: don't confine yourself to just one element, like just fire or just lightning or just frost. Make a combination. And when you get specialization spells for your mage, I like all of them.
How did Trevelyan know the sacrifice of the temple? On!
Oh hell no! You messing with my girl? Oh, you sons of
Die
bitches! They messing with my girl.
Oh, you will. You're alive.
What was a bad idea? Splitting all the elements? Hell no. Dude, I can make such a badass attack mage. You would be sick.
We never died in the first place. Alexius miscalculated.
Then it will be his last mistake. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
I know, right?
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
She's been tortured for a year, remember? We went into the future 1 year, so she's been tortured for a year.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
Yeah, if you limit yourself to one element, you're done.
No one should have
I mean, you can make it
power.
work. Game's that easy, but why
Before the
do
breach,
that?
Nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
We all are, man. We all are. Damn, I'm having problems with my sound. Yeah, multiplayer, you only get X amount of potions and stuff to work with. Unlike, you know, the core game here where you have plenty, but multiplayer is fun for a while. If you can find people that play as a team instead of go gung-ho.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No!
Come forth and serve the Elder One.
Demons.
Everybody's gone down too fast. Yeah, especially in Nightmare, because one or two hits, you're dead. Holy crap.
It's everywhere.
Shit. You can fit a lot of demons through that thing.
Yeah, I like the MV demons though. MV demon. Yeah, the MV demon's pretty dope too. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's a different type of MV demon, more like a boss MV demon that has some weird abilities that do some wicked damage. Like when you side with the Templars, that boss fight at the end of that's a bit actual MV demon right there. Oh, screw
How can those bastards
Connor.
want a world like this?
They want it to be just like the world of old Tevinter. Comforting, isn't it? He resisted that demon to the last.
Who cares about Connor, man?
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
new trial reward. Oh yeah, baby. Kicking ass.
The main hall. Alexius is close.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Yeah, I have to agree. Some of them can be. It depends on which AI shows up for that fight, in my opinion. Because some revenants, man, I can beat in 2 seconds. Some are just a pain in the neck.
Are they preying? Let's try to take them by surprise. Block the stairs! The Elder One is interested in saving his followers.
Right. Flying through this bad boy. Be at Skyhold before too much longer. Yeah, see, I have Sigil of the Deathroot attached to my armor. It gives you an attack bonus, but it takes away from any heal bonuses. So it takes me a lot more potions to heal
Rest
than
tore
everyone
apart
else.
all of Southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Yeah, you're right.
Come for me! Might be more my thing.
That dude, that mage just walked right into that uppercut, man. I love that move as a rogue. Do you have any of your storylines from Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 stored on DragonAgeKeep.com?
Climb up and shoot them in the eyes from above.
Get that enchanter! Someone help Sarah!
Yeah, you can. But you just gotta. I mean, it's a loot drop. I mean, a random loot drop. You don't necessarily need it. I don't. In my opinion, not in multiplayer. Not if you're playing with people that know what they're doing.
Somebody had very questionable taste.
Try to take out that Jones quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs!
Truth is, I haven't played multiplayer, and God, I can't remember. It's been probably years. Did I forget one? Oh yeah, Isabella. Yeah. Sexy, sexy, I give it to you.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Yeah, like I said, right before I started this playthrough, I played Dragon Age 2, and, yep. I had a little romance action with Isabella.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you.
Like playing The Witcher at all?
Final.
Please tell me you like playing The Witcher.
Was it worth it?
It's only one of the best games ever made.
To yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all.
Get you some, baby girl. Yeah, get you some revenge.
Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
Dude, if you haven't played The Witcher 3, you are so missing out. I can't stress to you, man. I mean, dude.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
This game fails in comparison to The Witcher 3,
want the
bro.
world back.
And the thing is, The Witcher 3 is so fucking big. Oh, he nailed me. I never fight her, man. Nah. There's no need to. If you do it the right way, there's no need to. I always end up, at that moment, I always end up, I usually take her into custody and make her my court jester. Otherwise, I kill her, and otherwise I'll kill her in front of everybody and judge her remains at Skyhold, which actually gains you an agent, so that's actually a good way to go.
This Alexius was too far gone. The Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true. This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
My girl said we gotta go, so we gotta go.
Frick. That's how I won. How it won.
Look at
We'll head out front.
Look at Bull in his face paint.
I can't let you kill yourself for me. There must be another way.
Look at us.
Oh
We're
yeah,
already dead.
I've gotten every
The only
outcome
way
in the
we
Winter
live
Palace.
is if this day never
Yeah,
comes.
dude, I've done every outcome.
Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows.
But usually I keep Celine on the throne and then go from there.
Though darkness
Don't get me wrong, I still get dirt
I
on
am
everybody,
shielded
but
by
then I make my
flame.
choice. But I usually put Celine on the throne.
Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
Oh, get some, baby girl. No!
You move, and we all die!
Get some, girl. Make me proud. No!
You'll have to do better than that. Is that the best you've got?
You won. There is no point extending this charade.
Felix. It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, bro. Badass himself, dude.
Or not.
Grand Enchanter, imagine how surprised I
Yeah,
was to
there's
learn
my
you've
boy
given
Alistair.
Redcliffe Castle away to a Tevinter Magister.
King Alistair.
That's his mommy. He doesn't even know it.
Especially since I'm fairly sure Redcliffe belongs to Arl Teagan.
Mom and son.
Your
Rich.
Majesty, we
Oh,
never
that's so
intended...
cute.
I know what you intended. I wanted to help you. But you've made it impossible. You and your followers are no longer welcome in Ferelden.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Stick them up a tower.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
A generous offer. But will the rest of the Inquisition honor it?
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
I'd take that offer if I were you. One way or another, you're leaving my kingdom.
Only if Alistair knew. Only if he knew, dude. She knows, man, but she just won't tell
It would be
him.
madness not to.
She won't tell him because that's
I
what
will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven.
Alistair's father
the breach
wished.
will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Yeah, it's in one of the novels, alright? It's strongly alluded into one of the novels that King Merrick, which is Alistair's father, had an affair with an elven mage, and it turned out it's Fiona. It's confirmed. Although King Merrick disappeared and presumably died before he could ever tell. It's much like Jon Snow's story. So, here in this game, if you side with the mages, you'll have just a short conversation at Skyhold with Fiona, and Fiona will ask about Alistair and if he's happy and all that, and basically confirming that it's his mother. I mean,
it's not a matter for
left
debate.
up to
There will be
interpretation,
abominations among the
but
mages, and we must be prepared.
it is confirmed
If we
Fiona
rescind
is
the offer of
Alistair's
an
mother.
alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
We need them to close the breach. It's not going to work if we make enemies of them.
I know we need them for the breach, but they could do as much damage as the demons themselves.
The novels are
Enough
awesome.
arguing. None of us were there. We cannot afford to second-guess our people. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
That's where
The
Cole
voice of
comes from.
pragmatism speaks.
Cole comes
Here
from
I
the
was,
novels.
just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Oh, and to answer your question about Felix, Felix was tainted by the Blight. He must have got messed up by a dark spawn or something. But yeah, but no, man. If you ever get a chance to, if you really like the games up until this point, you might want to check out some of the novels because they're pretty cool. They go in depth in the Dragon Age lore. And there's a animation movie that's basically Cassandra's origin story. It's called Dragon Age: Dawn of a Seeker. I don't know how many novels there are total. I don't know. I think I have 4 or 5, but there's not many. But no, man, they're really cool. Really, really, really cool.
The longer the breach is open, the more damage it does. We should head there as soon as possible.
I'm so looking forward to the next game.
Things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
And I'd hoped to sit out the assault on the breach. Take a nap. Maybe go for a walk.
What is it they say? No rest for the wicked.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice.
You know, that reminds
but
me,
let's
I gotta
not get
make
stranded
Dorian
again
a staff.
anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lily.
And my miners appreciate your...
Gotta make Dorian a staff.
My scouts still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
So who do I have? Alright, so I have... Alright.
At your service.
Yeah, she's battle tested, man. I'm telling you right now, man. Watch that animation, that Dawn of a Seeker. It's her origin story, man. She is one badass. I'll tell you that. I would want Cassandra on my side because she can handle her own.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
The Chantry should be a place of hope, not another group scrambling for answers.
That must be its strength again. The Chants did much to bridge nations. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montillier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the temple. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Depending on what, sometimes it can be. I've been skipping through some of the dialogue. I mean, it's not glitchy on my end. I'm having trouble with the sound in my headphones because I'm also downloading like 4 or 5 other games as I'm playing this.
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't know if a miracle from Andraste saved me any more than they do.
Yet as rumors, you're Andraste's a difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
We can use that.
Alright, let me go make Dorian the staff so he has it to kick some ass. Oh, my girl.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills
I'm
with
softening up Liliana.
Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a
Oh, I
second
see
chance
what
at
you mean.
history.
Dude, that's a
I've always
BioWare
loved a
game,
bargain.
man. Or I should say EA BioWare game. That's how they all are.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
I'll leave you to your work.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Oh yeah. Maybe. I think part 4, honestly, dude, I mean, you're gonna have a big focus on Solus and his plans, and you're primarily gonna have to deal with that. But I also believe you're gonna have to deal with a Canary invasion type thing. You're gonna have to deal with that. I strongly believe that, and don't know. Not to mention, they've already hinted, and not to mention in this game and in the DLC that you know, there's some issues with the Grey Warden. You know, there's some suggestion that there's a civil war brewing within the Grey Warden faction, so that might be a DLC type thing in the new game. But I believe personally that Solus is in his thing is going to be the main focal point, but the Canary is going to be a big another big focal point. And then the 5th game will have to do with the end all be all, because if you remember, there's 2 old gods left, right? There's 7 old gods. 5 of them have risen. Right, 5 blights, so there's still 2 left. I believe that in the fifth and final game, all bets are off, and the final 2 old gods will rise, and dude, all hell will break loose, and it's gonna be a hell of a time. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but no, the Canary are not done, dude. They're not done by far. Nah, not by far. I don't believe that. Don't ever underestimate the Canary. Well, if you've played Trespasser, dude, that wasn't the dude. That was nothing. That was just a cell of the Canary. That wasn't the Canary forces. That was just a small cell of them. Yeah, but Solus beat one little bitty cell of the Canary. The entire Canary forces were not involved in the Trespasser DLC. If the Canary launched their entire force, dude, that's gonna be a nice little war. What you saw in Trespasser was like very minute of what the Canary forces have. And besides that, Solus is ancient elven mage. I'm not gonna call him a god because he's not a god. out talking and don't even know what I'm doing.
Speak only the word. Sing.
Yeah, Solus isn't a god, man. Solus is just he's just an incredibly powerful elven mage to the likes that we don't know because of the Chantry squandering all the history of the ancient elves. And if you remember, the ancient elves were tied to the Fade, so when Solus created the Veil, it ended up weakening the elves. You know what I mean? And weakening magic to what we know it as today. So, I mean, you know, you can consider them gods or not, but they're. I don't believe they
Perhaps
are.
he should try leaving me alone.
I gotta go back to Ferelden to get the horses. Shit. And that just sparked an idea too. And it just sparked another idea too. So Solus ultimately wants to recreate his old his elven empire, correct? He wants to lift the veil, which would release the other so-called elven gods, but whatever, you know what I mean? They might have a big role to play in the next game. What happens if some of them help you try to kill them? Who knows, dude? It's gonna be so awesome. There's so many theories out there, so many ways they can go. Gotta have Cassandra. But you know what? I'd actually like to see, in the next game, I'd like to see whether or not you redeem Solus or kill him. In my point of view, I'm going to kill him no matter what. There's nobody can talk me out of that. I'm killing some bitch. All right, but what I'd like to see is for him to actually somewhat win. Right? Hear me out. If he somewhat wins, in a way, you do stop him from fully completing his mission, but in a way he kind of wins, right? And then
I don't have time.
Which opens the door for the two remaining old gods that haven't been woken up yet. And the events of what Solus does awakens those two last old gods. Hence, there's your storyline for the 5th and final Dragon Age. You're gonna have to fight both old gods, 2 archdemons, and the entire fucking Darkspawn armies in the entire Thedas. How badass would that be?
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
I've built watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both your refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the Master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream the rest of this game and then
Yelena
move
says you
into
got
something
rid of
else.
those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now. You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable and good hands to go with.
I'm on the Eastern U.S. time zone, so I usually stream in the morning early, and then take a break, and then stream later on in the day. You know, just depends on what I'm feeling.
You sent your stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you've cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still.
All right, man. Cool.
It feels wrong to
Thanks
abandon
for stopping
my
by.
land to go play horsemaster again.
It's been a pleasure.
Are you Andrastian? This is a matter of faith. The Maker would want the best to join us.
I've heard some things about you lot. Can't say I'm not interested in what it all means. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliffe gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at Haven.
Alright, agent acquired. go close the breach. Make our way to Skyhold.
Smithing is hard work. Here, have something to drink.
You need something? Let me know. Right. You need something? Let me.
Urchin, bring me a moist